What's going on, everybody? I'm back. They can't hold me down. YouTube can't put these chains on me, brothers. But I tell, man, look. Basically, guys, I guess whatever I did, whatever I streamed, it was a little bit too much for someone's eyes. Maybe they caught a glimpse of something they weren't supposed to be looking at. And YouTube hit it with a violation. Now, I've did the Sony press conference, the Microsoft press conference. I've done the EA's press conference, and I never got hit with nothing. But it's all Gucci. I'm not going to be totally worried about it. I ain't going to be spazzing on nobody. But for the people who have not seen 2K at E3, this is especially for you guys. And the Heat game is about to come on. I'm about to turn to that channel right now while I play this. After this live stream is over, it will become a real YouTube video. So this can be for the viewers' eyes at any time that you want. And this is especially for my 2K fans. So I'm going to holla at y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is IKC signing out. Tomorrow we're going to do the same thing. If they hit me with another violation, I don't care. I don't follow the rules of YouTube. I don't care. I do what I want. That's what I do. But I'm going to holla at y'all in the next one, man. Peace.
That we think are pretty cool.
Bring you guys some. Hey guys, welcome to 2K's E3 live stream of 2013. I'm Chris Manning, joined by Tom Bass. We're really excited to bring you guys some insight and all the exciting news around E3. There's been some very big announcements industry-wide. I don't really know where to start. But we're very excited to talk about 2K titles as well as some of the other exciting news surrounding E3.
It has been a big week. Just in case you haven't seen a lot of our recent formats, what we've been doing is instead of just going to an event and covering just 2K games and telling you just about 2K stuff, we're trying to showcase the event as fans and showcase technology and other games that we think are pretty cool, that we want to play, and give you guys a little bit of insight and what we're thinking about it, in addition to showing you some 2K stuff.
Definitely, and we're also going to be joined by Kate Disler, John Ema, Ronnie Sin, and of course Aubrey Stitterson from the WWE Games side. And we are going to have some cool interviews across the industry that they're going to be bringing you. And in the meantime, I guess we can start off by talking about the Sony press conference and the Microsoft press conference from yesterday. A lot of next-gen stuff was unveiled. I'm pretty sure, like you guys, our jaws were on the floor. So, there's a lot of exciting news. What was some of the cool stuff that you saw from those press conferences?
Sony really blew me away. I was really impressed by it and everything. Some of the stuff from Sony, I really liked The Order, 1886. That trailer for me was just dripping with style. And I know some people, haters are going to hate, but some people are immediately dismissive of it, steampunk and, it's got some Bioshock feel and things like that. I was really impressed with it. I just felt the pacing of the trailer was fantastic. The style, I just wanted to jump in and play it. It was just, it really was a great, unveiling.
Yeah, and seeing that London setting from that time period was really cool for me. So that was definitely a cool unveil. I really liked a lot of the stuff they showed. There was a lot of indie games that they were showing, kind of showing the technology of both platforms. Destiny was another really, really awesome game that I'm looking forward to. It gives you kind of a Borderlands feel. You can see that cooperativeness in the game itself, so that's something that I think is going to be really exciting.
Destiny I loved because they actually, from the initial announcement all the way to that trailer, they unveiled so much. The aliens and it looked like so much fun. I just wanted to get in there, the vehicles and everything. And I don't know if you saw it, because I rewatched that trailer and I was kind of going through it little by little and trying to overanalyze it. But there's mention in the trailer of them coming in and taking all the planets away. And there's a shot in there which looks like it's shot at the rings of Saturn. You're kind of flying a ship through. I don't know if it's scripted from the game or you're actually going to get a chance to actually get out of Earth and into the the rest of the planets by Saturn and things like that.
I
thought
hope
that was
so.
cool.
I think us rolling in a spaceship with Ronnie 2K would be pretty exciting stuff. So
Yes.
hopefully that's the case. Of course, NBA 2K14 Next Gen was revealed as well at the Sony press conference, and we will begin into that very, very soon. Exciting stuff for 2K this year. Next Gen is obviously on its way, and you know, the developers are working hard on various projects, and it's going to be exciting to kind of unveil more information. I know a lot of people were excited for the reveal last night. We'll be talking about that real soon. On Microsoft's end of things, of course, I'm a big Halo fan.
Yeah.
You know, when I saw the cloak, I thought it was a different game. Actually, it had a very Star Wars-esque vibe to it. And then it's, you know, the Master Chief coming out and being unveiled, and I kind of screamed out like a little girl in the office. So that was my collective scream across the office.
So I was actually on a plane, and I couldn't get the live stream to work, but I was watching everyone commenting on Twitter. And the comment there was just Journey coming because of the cloak and the scene and everything. And until I actually saw the image come up, and then I got it. But yeah, it was a cool tease that they did for Halo. Definitely. So, you know, among all that other stuff, there's just so much to talk about, and we're going to get into some of this stuff real soon. You know, the press conferences, Nintendo held theirs this morning. They had a couple games to unveil, and I think we have some images here to show you. So yeah, they unveiled a brand new Zelda game, A Link Between Worlds, that's going to be coming out for the 3DS. They unveiled an HD version of Zelda Wind Waker, which is one of my favorite games. I love the ceiling in that game. And you know, they had a lot of games to talk about. It's pretty cool to be a Nintendo fan. You know, they've always kind of deliver on their first-party games, and really do a good job of making some really creative projects that, like myself, I'm sure have inspired so many in this industry. I don't have my old Nintendo system, so this is actually a really good opportunity for me to share this game with my kids, and you know, now they get to play it in 1080p, which is going to be pretty cool. Mario Kart also I mean, I love Mario. I'm a Mario Kart fan. Yeah, absolutely. It's just now I used to play, you know, I used to play with my buddies, just drinking beer and playing Mario Kart. Right. That's a lot. It's a good time on a, you know, when you're when I just graduated college and stuff. And now it's like I'm able to do the same thing with my kids, except not drinking beer. I'll drink a beer. They can drink like, you know, lemonade or something. I don't know. Hopefully some milk. Yeah. Milk. Yeah, Mario Kart's amazing. I think Ronnie still tries to beat everybody at Mario Kart 64 around the office. Oh. I have also fallen to Ronnie, but I'm pretty good at the Wii version. And it's definitely a lot of fun to hop on and play with people. So a lot of exciting stuff coming from E3. Right now, I think we're going to show you guys what Kate, John, Ronnie, and Aubrey are up to. So I think we can roll that clip and show you what it's like to be at E3 from Ground Zero over there.
Hey guys, this is Ronnie 2K here. I'm at E3. I want to introduce the rest of our crew.
Hey guys, it's John. This is my first E3. I'm very excited about it. In fact, Ronnie says on Thursday that we may get to go to the Playboy Mansion.
Oh, details. We'll talk about that later.
I'm Kate Dissler. Ronnie did not mention this party to me at all, and I'm mildly offended.
I'm Aubrey Sitterson, and if my wife is watching, I'm not going with these guys. This is my first time at E3 too, though, and I am so super stoked to go inside that very building there and see everything that's the latest and greatest and dopest and freshest in video games right now.
More adjectives. What else
all
you
the
got?
best companies. All the best video game companies are in there showing off their best stuff. It's going to be a great 3 days, great 4 days for us.
And we're going to be bringing it all to you guys all this week.
That's right. Exclusive content. So you'll get to see like the Xbox, PS4, just all sorts of cool stuff. The only thing that's missing is us inside.
Yeah, we got to change that. Let's make it happen.
Fix it.
Sure.
All right.
All right, so we see a lot of you guys are talking about WWE 2K14 in the chat room. We are monitoring that. We're going to be hearing from Aubrey, the community manager for WWE 2K Games, and he's going to be talking about a recent community event that we held, of course inviting up advocates of the brand and people that are very, very big fans of the game to give their input to the development team and the team behind WWE 2K14, you know, to make it a better game and to really you know, be able to contribute to this game in an early stage as they continue to develop it. And we'll have some more details about that in the upcoming days, so definitely stay tuned for that. But let's talk about the next generation of consoles. We have the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 that were announced, and they got some really cool features. What are some of the things that you're really excited about?
Well, let's start off talking about the style, because I think when Xbox One was revealed, it just had a kind of a unique look to it. But to me, it borrowed a lot of elements from the current, not the one they just announced, but the one I have, like the slim version with kind of like the ridges on it and things like that. So it borrows some elements like that. I like the slot loading drive because clearly disc trays are just going to break.
Right.
The Sony one, I actually just bought a few weeks back one of the new Sony Blu-ray players. Like I forgot what model it's called, but they've switched over to kind of this angular design, and it looks, first of all, mine it's not the size of a normal 17-inch equipment.
Right.
It's this thing's like 8 inches wide or 9 inches wide or so. And it has this very angular look, and it looks totally out of place, but it looks very unique. And people come to my house and they see this thing, and they're like, "What is that?" And it's just kind of sitting there on top of a giant amp or a CD player. Yes, I still have CD players. So it kind of reminds me of that. I actually thought that you actually put the Blu-ray disc into that slot right there. That's actually I don't know where the Blu-ray disc goes, to be honest with you. In that slot, that looks like it holds a disc. If you look at different pictures, it actually has 2 USB ports in there.
Oh, interesting.
So I don't know if this thing suddenly opens up its mouth and shows a slot tray, or actually does have some sort of tray that extends out. I'm curious to see how it works. I know that there's working prototypes at E3, and there's a bunch of shows and stuff that are going to start showing them later today. But I love the controller for Sony as well.
Yeah, they both look great. They're very sleek in design, and I'm really excited to get this in my living room, of course, because we're going to have great games like NBA 2K14 and just future titles that are just going to be really amazing. Because I thought this current gen looked amazing. There's some games out there that have blown me away, and just to think that the power behind these systems are they're always increasing. It's just going to be a really great thing for video game fans. Some other things about the consoles, both have stream capabilities. So you're both going to be able to, whether you get the Xbox One or the PS4, you're going to be able to actually stream your gameplay online and share that with friends afterwards. Both have a video editor, per se, within the console itself. So people that are big on YouTube, I know that our communities across 2K, we just have so many great communities that are dedicated and build YouTube videos out. That's just going to be a more easy tool for them to use and to really utilize to make even better videos and creations than they're making now, and that's really exciting. Both have the ability to do much more than just play a video game. There's a lot of entertainment stuff built in that they were kind of announcing yesterday. Sony will have no DRM. You're going to be able to share games with friends. Xbox and Microsoft is going to a new model where, of course, you're going to have to check in online every hour, and it will be an online-only console. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But they have some really cool stuff announced that will kind of utilize that new technology. And, of course, last night at the press conference, I guess we should get to what we actually showed off, which was NBA 2K14, something that I am, of course, very, very excited about. I know the fans are beaming about it and are waiting to hear more information. But
and this was not CG, what we're about to see. It's not CG, it's done
not CG.
All in-engine.
All in-engine, all in the PlayStation 4 engine. It's a pre-alpha build of NBA 2K14, and it is not pre-rendered. So a lot of the stuff that you will see right now, because we're about to roll this clip, is absolutely 100% in-game, and it looks amazing. So we'll show you what was unveiled last night at the Sony press conference.
When they told me they had a surprise set up, I didn't think it was going to be like this. I know, right? It's Video Game James in the flesh. Kinda. I can see the guys at 2K, they ain't messing around on these next-gen graphics. Man, you look sick. Not bad, huh? Soak it in, Playboy. They nailed every single detail. I'm you, but digital. Now, you may be an exact replica. Can you ball like me? Can I ball? That's funny. Somebody wrote a clip.
Time changes, new faces, old best friends, new strangers, new watch just to keep up with the paces, new game plan. playing off the new places. I got a feeling I could win this race. We've only just begun. Yeah, I'm here for the long run. The long run. We've only just begun.
So of course, exciting stuff. We were very excited to share that with the fans and show you guys exactly what you can expect from the next generation of NBA 2K. What were
my
your
phone
thoughts?
rang during that, too.
Yeah,
which luckily it didn't happen on here.
Your phone, was it LeBron James?
It could have been. It was 646
Maybe.
number. It was either that or Take-Two New York. I think
Okay,
Take-Two
so
New
one
York.
of the two. A little less exciting. But let's talk about the cover athlete. We have LeBron James on the cover of NBA 2K14.
Huge.
The current MVP of the league, playing the best basketball in the league and arguably the best player in the league. It was a really big announcement, something we've been really excited about for a long time. And we're glad to finally share the cover, as you can see right there, of NBA 2K14. It is coming to PC, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3 on October 1st. And we have also announced that we will be coming to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One to be announced that date. So some very exciting stuff. I know as a Laker fan, seeing LeBron on the cover, I can give respects because, you know, great players, he's a once-in-a-generation type of player, the stuff that he can do on the court. So it's really going to be fun to, as you guys saw, see the next generation of NBA 2K, as well as just have him on the cover. And, you know, the biggest superstar in the world is on our cover. It's a really awesome thing.
So I'm just curious, because I mostly come from the game side, but how far back do you guys have to start planning to, you know, are you talking like when NBA 2K13 comes out, you're already starting talks with LeBron's agent?
I mean, I can't really comment on that because like I don't know the process
no idea.
Personally, but I know it doesn't happen overnight. Like a lot of people think, you know, once the players get into the finals, hey, you know, give them a ring and call. But you know, it takes a
Ronnie just tweets to him.
Ronnie tweets to him and then we get him. I think that's
right? Okay.
something how it happens. But you know, it's good because we build relationships with players, and it's really exciting to see stuff like this unfold before our eyes, and to just be a part of this franchise and this company. It's really a privilege, and it's something I'm personally excited about because I've always been a huge fan of this series, and the NBA 2K series is only going to bigger and better places for sure.
And it stays a secret for so long too. You know,
It is.
People, you know, shooting video, you have the cameraman to shoot and everything else, and you know, so many people involved, and it still becomes a big surprise.
It is. You feel, you're almost sworn to secrecy here on a lot of stuff. And speaking of secrets, I know a lot of NBA fans are asking about features and stuff like that. Yeah. And you know, feel free to follow me on Twitter. You can follow the @2K Sports handle, @2K Games. I am @LD2K. Always feel free to send me questions. I may or may not be able to answer all of them all the time, but I definitely will take fan feedback 100% of the time and hand it off to the devs and really get those great ideas that you want to contribute to the devs in their hands, because that's something that is very important for Community 2K across 2K to do for you guys, because a big part of what we do is listening to our fan feedback. So definitely keep in touch with us and we'll get that to them.
Cool. Let's talk a little bit more about the hardware that we saw.
Yes.
Because one of the things that Sony revealed today, which I thought was really interesting, is the internal hard drive is going to be user replaceable. So you can basically get your own drive. I think it comes with like a 500 gigabyte drive, so it already comes with something that's substantial. But that's one of the things I really like about it, is that you can put in like a 1 terabyte or a 2 terabyte drive if you'd like. And Microsoft, I don't think the drive is accessible, user interchangeable. However, you can put in like a USB external drive up to whatever you want, which as long as it meets the specs. I mean, that's one of the things I've had with my 360 is just the trying to get a USB stick that meets the standard without buying the, the Microsoft only branded one, which I ended up doing. But I went through a whole bunch of them before you finally actually plug one in and it actually accepts it.
Yeah, that's really cool. And again, if you're just joining us, we are Community 2K. This is our special E3 coverage. And we're talking next generation of systems. We're talking NBA 2K14. We're going to have some tidbits on the community day for WWE 2K14, so stay tuned for that. And we got a lot of exciting stuff. Let's talk about another 2K game that's up and coming, the Bureau, XCOM Declassified. The Burn Room trailer, I believe, is up to 5 to 6 million views now, and it's a live-action trailer that we
Hugely
debuted the
popular
game.
trailer,
An amazing trailer. Really sets the tone for the game, and we're going to be unveiling more of that game as well in the near future. So stay tuned for that. But are you excited for the Bureau?
I am, and I think what's made me happiest about it is just like when we initially put out that Burn Room trailer is how well and how quickly people like tore it apart and just like analyzed it. Tore it apart in a good way, by the way. Like really went shot by shot and looked at everything and you know found the phone number on the phone, and like we had a lot of hidden things in there, and you know they were all found like much quicker.
Yeah, there was a lot of little secrets in there. That was really fun, Easter eggs, if you will, placed within the trailer, and you know people found them like that. I was like, no, they won't see that one, and then immediately.
It was almost too quick, and we think we're hiding it too much. It's like, oh, they're never going to find that, and like you know.
People are very attentive, and you know, knowing our amazing community and our dedicated fans, you know, they're going to find anything that we throw out there immediately. Do you want to look at the trailer and try to find some of the clues? We're going to have Mara kind of slow it down, or at least attempt to find some of the clues that we've placed. But let's take a look, Mara. So you can watch this on our 2K Games YouTube page, youtube.com/2kgames,
and you could also, if you want to see the analysis of this trailer, you can post it to Facebook as well.
Yep. And I think we've already actually missed the Easter egg. I want to back up a little bit more. So this is something that a few people found. Go back a little bit more. Yeah, there's actually a sectoid in the left there, like near the tree. I don't know if we have a way to highlight that more, but yeah, there is a sectoid back there. It's probably one of the best placed secrets in the trailer, and something I was really excited about. And people caught that day one. I mean, it was amazing to be able to analyze the trailer that much.
It is back there, yeah. See, we can't even find it. That's how worried we were.
Can't even find
it's like right over there.
Yeah, like but there he is. He's somewhere, but yeah.
They don't see my
I will also share a little behind the scenes with you on this. Actually where the sectoid was, we actually had to digitally remove a BMW X3.
Oh, really?
Yes. These are little behind the scenes tidbits that you will find when shooting in California. He was a long time friend.
Tell me who's dancing in your garden. I wanna know. Tell me who's dancing in your garden. I wanna know.
Now, of course, we're seeing the setting for the Bureau itself. If you pause there, there's some stuff written on notes. Yeah, so there's some really cool tidbits. Everything there's a lot of attention, detailed stuff in here. So definitely take a look at some of the notes and stuff. I won't spoil it for you, but for those that want to dig a little bit deeper, you can find some stuff on there.
So actually, if you want to see the hyper analysis trailer that one of the press guys did, that's on our Facebook page for the Bureau, which is basically facebook.com/thebureau. You can search for it, and it's about at the bottom of the page on the timeline. You'll see that trailer, and they go through it shot by shot. It is 13 minutes long.
Yep, tons of cool stuff, logos everywhere. The documents that they're redacting have names of some of the fiction. Everything is relative to the fiction video, which is something that is very important for creators these days. Of course, TK is the CEO behind the Bureau, Declassified, and there's some interviews going on there. Check out on our Facebook page, Twitter, definitely go and follow the page. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out. So the gameplay is really awesome as well.
We're going to be revealing more on that. We're going to be revealing more on this, and of course, TK Marin also famous for BioShock 2, which was their first game, really huge game. A lot of the team that that developed that became TK Marin came from Rational, and you know, it's a really great crew.
I'm quiet because everything. Absolutely awesome. August 20th, 2013 is the release day. We're quickly coming up on that date, which is really exciting as well.
Every time I see them redact the August 13th, it sounds like it's going to slip, but it's not slipping. So.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely coming out on that date. So there is the Bureau Xcom Declassified trailer. Check it out. Watch some of the analysis videos. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. Speaking of the Bureau, it's taken over E3 a little bit, right? And I think Ronnie was out there with the crew, and they're going to take a look at some of the stuff that's around E3 regarding the Bureau. So let's roll that tape right now and send it out to Ronnie.
Hey, we are outside E3 right now, and Ronnie, let me know, what is this behind me?
Yeah, we're at the Western Hall. This is the Bureau XCOM Declassified out-of-home advertisement. You get to erase the truth. Obviously, this is one of the coolest signs at the E3 Convention Center, so fans keep stopping by.
Now, you say it's one of the coolest signs, and let's face it, there are a ton of signs here. I have seen elevators covered, I have seen sidewalks covered, there are women that are covered, but this sign is really unique. It almost looks like parts of it are missing. What's going on with that?
Yeah, so fitting in the concept of the game, the truth is being erased, and pieces of the advertisement have been stripped off of it. It's a really cool concept and really different from any of the other advertisements that you see around the convention hall.
That's great. So where else can we see things about the Bureau going on at E3?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on at the convention. Why don't you talk about what's the Bureau's presence is at E3?
Is it officially declassified?
A little bit.
So I can talk about it. I was throwing it to him just in case, but he'll let me talk about it. So we don't have a booth here at E3. Instead, what we have are some very special select showings of the game. So you'll see the Bureau popping up on live streams all over the place. Plus, we have our own interview with Morgan Gray, and we're going to be asking him your questions. So if you've seen it on the Facebook, on Twitter, or if you're there in the Twitch chat room right now and you can give us questions from Morgan Gray, we're going to be asking him. Yeah,
the interview is Wednesday, so we definitely need those questions from all the fans because there's a lot to talk about with this game.
Absolutely. So if you haven't already pre-ordered the game, you can pre-order it now.
August 20th, it's out.
Everything becomes declassified.
That's right. You get all the answers. So it's been a very fun campaign to work on. Definitely looking forward to the last few weeks with it. What else are you looking forward to with this game?
I think with this game, more than anything, I want to play with the plasma gun.
Yeah. The pre-order bonus, of course.
Yes, right. Well, I've pre-ordered the game, so to me, it's just something that's happening.
Amazing.
But if you haven't pre-ordered it, you should really go ahead and grab that.
Yeah. A lot more news to share with this game, but for now, we'll kick it back to Chris.
So some very cool stuff happening over on the E3 grounds. Let's talk about what's coming up for 2K, what's coming up this week on our live stream. I know a lot of WWE fans, NBA fans, fans of all titles 2K are asking.
There's a lot of WWE
what's coming up
fans
next. Yeah, there are a lot of WWE fans, and we definitely see you guys in there. So Tom, what's coming up next?
Well, in addition to talking about some of our games, we're going to be at E3, really covering the event. So we're going to be talking to a lot more people than just 2K. We're trying to showcase what it's like to be there as fans of gaming, as fans of technology. Just, you know, we're interested in the things that we're interested in. So, and usually that's what you guys are interested in as well. So I know we're talking with Tryon and Defiance. We also are talking with the guys from Sony and God of War. Some guys from Sega we're talking to. Marvel Comics, I know we're lining up some things with NVIDIA and some other technology partners that are there. So we're really just gonna be all over the show floor. It's gonna be Ronnie and Kate and John and Aubrey are gonna be there, and really just kind of giving you an inside look to what it's like to be at the show and talk to different people and give you guys a little behind the scenes as to you know, what makes this event happen. So it is a tremendous event. I know for many of them, it's their first time at E3, which is shocking. I've been, I don't even want to say how many E3s I've been to. I've been going to E3 since '97, actually.
That's a lot of
I didn't go to one, but that was it, since '97. So
how is that experience going? And did you go as a fan? Did you go as a part of the industry?
No, just part of the industry. And it was in LA, and then it was in Atlanta for I think 1 or 2 years, and then back to LA. And it used to be in Vegas as part of CES and all that. But most of the time it's been LA, and it's for people that it's their first time going, they're always shocked. It is loud. It's bigger than PAX. It's big. Probably Gamescom is the only thing that's on the same scale, and Gamescom is actually bigger. But it's just it's an information overload and just technology and bass and lights and everything else, and it's huge. And it just takes over that entire area of downtown LA by Figueroa and by the Staples Center and everything. Although it was 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago where the Lakers were in the finals, during
2010
during E3, which was wild because you'd be at basically empty out into the same streets, and they just basically shut down the streets at that point.
I'm from LA, and I'll be the first one to tell you that parking for Laker games is a
it's
headache
already
in itself.
horrible.
But then when you mix in E3 and you have that influx of people there, it's absolutely insane. But I did make it to those games out there amidst the E3 crowd, so that was good.
And I think the change from '97 to now is really how well and how awesome downtown has been built up, and LA Live and just all of that. It's just it's really changed, and there's a lot more hotels that are there, and the parties are still legendary. The parties are still great. The Sony parties are always the best party to get into, and those are always amazing. And the booths have gotten bigger, and I think the greatest thing we've ever done as 2K is open up the bar in the back. I don't know if you ever knew this. So there's the front of the booth at 2K, and now you'll see all the games and everything, what's on display. And then inside there's we do a lot of theaters and things. And obviously we don't have a booth this year, which is why we're not broadcasting live from there. But we have theaters where we do a lot of press demos and things. And then in that main area, we actually, I guess it was 2-3 years ago, opened up the 2K Sports Bar.
Yes.
And basically at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock or whatever it was,
everybody floods in.
It was an open bar, and it was funny because once this started happening, everyone started calling me and trying to make meetings for 4 o'clock, 4:30 on Tuesday, and so now we've always had standing meetings at these times because they know they're going to get free beer.
That's a good strategy.
That's a good strategy. I admire the strategy.
I miss the fact that we don't have a booth this year, knowing that
we could probably get beer though. We could get beer on this, right?
We probably could. We probably could try.
This is
to
large enough that we can get some beer here.
Some other stuff. As I mentioned earlier, I know a lot of WWE 2K fans are asking. We're going to be chatting with Aubrey, and he's going to be going in detail about the WWE 2K14 community event that they just held. Invited out a ton of brand advocates, a ton of fans with huge ideas for the game. They got a chance to play WWE 2K14 for I think 2 or 3 days, a couple days there, and really dive into the game, talk to some of the developers, talk to the creative team behind WWE 2K14. And their input, as always, is so important to us as a company. So got a lot of great feedback from that. We're going to be hearing from Aubrey on that in the upcoming days. So definitely check back in for that interview.
And those guys right now are at the show.
They are.
With the camera crew. We hired this great LA camera crew. These guys just, these Pelican cases all over the place. You have to see the pictures we're getting.
Yeah.
Actually, check John Ima's Twitter feed because he's got.
I'm sure he's tweeting about a lot of things. He's excited. He might have an opportunity to go to the Playboy Mansion, so he keeps texting me and saying.
I've been there once.
I don't know. He's very excited though. He keeps texting me, tell Ronnie to get me in, tell Ronnie to get me in. I'm like, you're with Ronnie. You go, I have enough to do. But we
have a live stream. So I'll tell you my Playboy Mansion stories. So, so Playboy Mansion's really cool. They actually, they divide up the house. So there's the private wing where Half hangs out, and then there's the wing which they rent out for parties and things like that. So I saw the grotto, which is really cool and everything, and you go through, and there's not a lot of playmates walking around. There's one playmate.
Really?
I think they bring in just someone to walk around a little bit and things like that.
Right.
But for the most part, it's a location that people go to for parties. One room was, you kind of go in, it's off the grotto, and this one room was floor to ceiling mirrors everywhere, right? And the floor was basically sofa cushions, right? And there was no furniture in the whole place. It was just a floor with sofa cushions. The walls were all mirrors. The ceiling was a mirror, and the doors were mirrors, right? And so when you close in, you're basically on a giant sofa with mirrors all around you. There was no furniture. The only thing they had there was an indentation in the wall, which was also mirrored, and the only thing that was there was a box of tissues.
Wow.
That is it. That is my Playboy Mansion story. And, you know, at that point, you're kind of looking at, you know, your shoes like, oh, okay, well, I think I'll...
It sounds a lot like...
Thank God I'm not wearing flip-flops at this point.
It
what
sounds,
are you thinking?
It sounds a lot like Ronnie 2K's shag pad there. So, yeah,
it is
I think...
It's basically,
that
he's
sounds
recreated that room.
That Playboy stole his idea.
Right.
That's amazing. I'm sure if we can, we'll try to live stream the Playboy Mansion, although I don't think that will happen.
It's gonna happen. We'll get some pictures.
Yes, definitely.
We'll show those tomorrow.
So, yeah, the guys are out there, our community team. Kate, John, Ronnie, and of course Aubrey from WWE Games is out there. And they are gathering footage from the floor today. Today is technically day one, even though they held the conferences yesterday. So the floor is open, and of course they're gathering all kinds of neat interviews and some really cool footage for you guys that we will be showcasing tomorrow.
Yeah, they shot a little bit yesterday, but they should have shot a lot more. They, you know,
yeah,
we were like, get on a double-decker bus and do a tour of the, you know, the stars' homes and
go to Hollywood.
Yes,
show the stars.
Have some hot dogs at Pink's.
Yeah,
like what were you guys doing all day?
I don't know. It was kind of disappointing. Go to Staples Center, show the greatness that is Staples Center.
There's so much to show.
You know, and they kind of left us with about 20 intro videos.
Yes.
So you guys are going to see a lot of.
Let's just keep showing intro videos.
we watched
keep doing them.
We got a clip of about 20 pieces of footage, and like 18 out of the 20 were literally intro videos. So we're not going to bore you to death with intro video. But today we are going to close this out by giving away a copy of NBA 2K13 for the NBA fans out there. So I'm going to ask a trivia question in about a minute so you guys can gear up for the answer. But let's talk again about some WWE news. So the community event that Aubrey held, we're also working on getting one for NBA to invite out some NBA fans and brand advocates. We did that last year, and it was a very, very successful event.
Now, is that invite only? How does that
invite
work?
only. So basically, we're gonna look to our fans, and then you know, try to get as many as possible. If it was up to me, I would invite 1,000 fans in here. Although they will quickly shoot that down and tell me that I have to narrow it down to about 5 to 10 fans. Unfortunately, if I could, I would open the doors like the Playboy Mansion to all of you and come in and check out NBA because I am absolutely ecstatic about the game. There's some very, very cool stuff coming. Same with WWE 2K14. I know you guys are chomping at the bit for more information, but stay tuned on both, as well as all titles across 2K. We have some very exciting news to talk about. But we are giving away a copy of NBA 2K13. It's your choice whether you want it for the PC, Xbox 360, or PlayStation 3. And here's your trivia question that has to do with the NBA 2K14 cover athlete, LeBron James. So heading into Game 3 tonight.
Yeah.
LeBron James is just a couple assists short of a triple-double average. He's averaging at this time in the finals 17.5 points, 13 rebounds, and 8.5 assists. This has never been done before in an NBA Finals series. So he's a couple of assists off for becoming the first player to do that. The question for the game is, how many players have ever averaged a triple-double in a playoff series? So we're looking for the number of players. And let's see in the chat who can get that first. 60. I don't think 60 plus people have averaged that. No, I'm not seeing the answer yet.
A lot of threes.
Threes, fours.
69. That's great.
12.
Someone like. There we go.
There we go. All right. That screen is going fast, but I think who's the winner, Mar? It's
Del Monte.
Del Monte is the winner. Yes, the answer is 10. 10 players have averaged a triple-double, including Magic Johnson, who, of course, his jersey's up there at Staples Center, which they should have shot yesterday. And
another opportunity lost.
Absolutely. And it also includes Jason Kidd, who just announced his retirement from the NBA after so many years of playing basketball. So, yes, the answer is 10. Congratulations. Our guys will reach out to you and see what platform you'd like the game on. Awesome stuff. So that is exciting.
So also coming up this week, we are giving away some Borderlands 2 shift codes.
Shift codes, exclusive to this live stream.
You have to watch the live stream.
Absolutely. So Gearbox, we're working with them to get you guys some awesome content. And yes, we'll be releasing some details on those shift codes on the social channels as well as our Twitter and the Borderlands Facebook page. So stay tuned for that.
We have to do a creative way of releasing them, you know.
Yeah, we're still kind of working on it. We want to make you work for
Make
it.
a song or something?
A song would be good.
You know,
how many guys can sing out there, or girls? You guys singers? Should we make them sing? Maybe a backflip
No, I
contest?
think we will sing out the shift
Oh,
codes
we have to
as well.
sing. Oh, well.
You know.
That.
Well, Sasha will be here tomorrow.
Sasha will be here tomorrow. That's another surprise for you guys. So Sasha, who's joined live streams in the past, she's awesome.
Sashay.
She's going to be Sashay.
Sashay will
She's
be
going to
here
be here
tomorrow.
talking to you guys and with the team and broadcasting here with us.
Cool.
So that should be pretty exciting. But that about wraps it up, I think, for day one of
for day one. Yeah.
E3
So
coverage.
day one is this was really the intro. Here's what's happening, and you're going to see a lot more. Tomorrow's going to be a longer broadcast because right now the whole crew is down there shooting their segments, meeting with developers, meeting with indie developers. Looking at the show floor and looking at the technology that's there as well. Some things like I mentioned, NVIDIA. So we're going to start seeing those segments all tomorrow, and it'll be great. And Borderlands 2 shift codes and lots of great stuff.
Awesome. So I think we're going to send you guys with a Bureau trailer, the gameplay trailer for the Bureau Xcom Declassified. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern. And thank you guys so much for joining us. And if you have any feedback, make sure to follow us on Twitter. I don't know if our logos are up on the screen or if we can make that magic happen, but we are Community 2K.
Shaking his head no. I see
we don't get the Twitter love today. But he's Tom Bass. I'm Chris Manning. Thank you for joining our live stream. We will see you guys tomorrow.